Welcome to Module 10.3, Slope-Intercept Form. Now, before, I did mention about slope-intercept form one time before. So before we talk about what this form really is, let's take a look at the concept of slope. So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to calculating the slope of a line given 2 points. So we know if I have 2 points, I can connect them with a line on the graph, okay? And we normally using the equation of the line to find 2 points in order for us to draw the line like in module 10.2. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to find what is so-called the slope if you have 2 points. So a slope of a line is referring to like a steepness of the line, okay? How steep a line is. Okay, so the slope is using the letter M, measures the changing in altitude and the changing in displacement. The word displacement means changing horizontal distance. Changing altitude is changing the vertical distance. So here I got a picture here. All right, we normally call slope, normally we say slope is something called rise over run. So here I have a slope M. So let's say a point is right here and another point is right over here. To go from one point to another point using the slope, okay, we go up so many, that will be changing in altitude. Changing in altitude is called delta Y. All right. Changing in displacement. So once I go up 3 places and go to the right 9 units. Changing in displacement is called delta x. Okay, the word delta here means changing, change. So here is something called the slope formula for having 2 points. So if I have 2 points, okay, on a line, the slope can be calculated as rise over run, or we can say y2 minus y1. The y2 minus y1 is the meaning of changing in altitude, okay? Over x2 minus x1, the second x value minus the first x value, that will be delta x. All right, so why subtraction? The reason why we do subtraction is because if you think about on the number line, the distance from maybe like 1 to 3. Think about the distance from 1 to 3. We all know it's 2, but mathematically, to find the distance between any two numbers, we will actually subtract. Okay? We will actually subtract. So that's why the formula using subtraction. But so when we say y2 minus y1, it's basically looking at the distance in terms of vertical distance of the two y value divided by the horizontal distance between the two x value of the 2 points. All right, a couple more things about slope. When reading graph, when we're reading our line from left to the right, if the line is going up the hill from left to the right, so I always put myself on the left side. If we're going up the hill, that means the slope M is positive. From left to the right, if I'm going down the hill, our slope means negative. So let's go back to module 10.2. Let's take a look at some of these lines that we graphed before. So this very first example we did, y equal to negative x. All right, going down the hill, so the slope is negative. Going up the hill from left to the right, the slope is positive, okay? So every time left to right going down, negative slope, okay? Left to right going up the hill is positive slope. All right, so how does positive slope, negative slope translate for the rise over run? All right, positive slope means we will actually rise first, go up first, and then run to the right, okay? The reason why we're using the wording rise over run, because when I write the words rise over run, technically this fraction is positive, okay? But if I have a negative slope, if I ever have a negative slope, it means we will go down so many first and then run to the right. So if we go from this point to this red point, to get there, we actually go down so many places first and then run to the right. Okay? So, for example, if my slope m is a -2, that -2 means -2 over 1. So negative slope means my top number always referring to my vertical distance, up or down so many units. So since my slope is negative, my top number actually means down 2. Okay? The bottom number always representing run to the right. Okay, run to the right one place, excuse me. So if my slope m is positive, that means the top number means go up 3 units and then go to the right and run to the right. Let me say the word right. Run to the right 4 units. Okay, so as you can see from this picture I show you, okay, when the slope is 1/3 or 3 over 9, simplify it will be 1/3. When we go up 3, because this is a positive slope going up the hill, so we're supposed to go up 3 units and then run to the right 9 units. Okay, that's how we actually look at how steep our line is based on its slope. All right, so remember, always go to the right. The bottom number always referring to go to the right. The top number go up or down based on whether the slope is positive or negative. Okay, very important to understand. We don't really, don't try not to say go over 4 places. Use the wording right. Okay, right 3, right 4, however many you need to write, go to the right. Run to the right. All right, so let's try this. Okay, let's use this formula. M equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So remember, we can actually plot these 2 points. Okay, we can actually plot these 2 points. So if you can plot this 2 point mentally you can almost see whether this line is going up the hill or down the hill. Okay, so let's take a look. Who is x1, y1? Who is x2, y2? That doesn't matter. We just pick one, okay? If I want to pick the first point to be x1, then the y value got to be y1. So let's say 97 is my second point. We can say that's x2 and y2. So plug into the formula. Y2 is 7. Got to subtract. Y1 is 3 over x2 is 9 minus x1 is 2. Make sure you don't get these numbers mixed up. So once we subtract, if we can reduce a fraction, we will. This is 4 over 7. So my slope m is 4 over 7. 4 over 7 means up 4 to the right 7. All right. So exactly what slope does, okay, besides telling you the steepness of the line or whether the line is going positive, going up the hill or down the hill, slope also tells us how to go from one point to the next point on the line. So if we continuously following what the slope says, it will guide us how to go from one integer point to the next integer points, okay, just by following the slope. Or if my coordinate started with some kind of decimal or fraction, by following the slope, it will take us to the next, okay, next fraction or decimal point on the line. All right. Let's try another one, okay? Tell you what, before I do this example, I am going to see if I can stealing a graph. Okay, I'm going to show y'all this real quick. I'm going to use this too, okay? All right, so here is a graph. I'm going to quickly do this, okay? if we plot 2, 3, to the right 2, up 3, that'll be right here. 9, 7, to the right 9, up 7. That'll be about right here, I think. 9, 7, yeah. All right, so let's say there's a line right here. All right, so basically if I have 2 points, I can connect them with the line. Now, I'm going to write my coordinate down here, okay? So this line is going up the hill. That's why my answer was a positive 4/7 for slope. And this is 9, 7. Believe it or not, you can actually figure out the slope just simply by looking at the graph as well. All right, go from, so slope is positive, so we go up so many, then run to the right so many. So the y value here is 3. How many do I need to go up here? So let me just draw a point right here, okay? Let me drag it. So starting at this 2, 3, go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 4, right? Up 4, and then to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the next point. Okay? That's how it works. So our slope is up 4 to the right 7. That's what our slope means. Okay? All right. So let's find another one. So up 4, the difference. So you can kind of almost tell what, go from 3 to 7, I got to go up 4 units. Go from 2 to 9 horizontally, run to the right, I got to go 7 units. So you can almost kind of tell what the slope is just by looking at the 2 points. All right, try another one, okay? I'm going to use a formula again. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, so I'm going to say the first point is my x1, y1. My second point is my x2, y2. All right, follow the formula. y2, 5/8. Got to subtract. y1. y1 is -3, so we subtract -3. Over x2, -0.5, minus x1, which is 2. All right, so if we put this in the calculator, let me turn on my calculator real quick to see if I got it right here. Nope. Meant to turn it on earlier. All right, let's see what we got. 5/8. So let's put it in the parenthesis. 5 divided by 8. Close it. Minus, open parenthesis, -3. All right, convert to a fraction, which would be 29/8. Okay. So the top is 29/8 over. -0.5 minus 2 is probably -5/2. But let's put in a calculator. Parenthesis, -1/2. Close it. Minus 2. Convert to a fraction. -5/2. All right. So now, so basically, positive divided by negative is going to be a negative slope here. So what do I do now? I divide. I take my top, my fraction up top, divided by the fraction in the bottom. Okay, so let's put that in the calculator real quick. So top, parenthesis, 29/8, close parenthesis, divided by, open parenthesis, -5/2. Close it. All right, go to convert into fraction using your calculator. That will be -29/20. -29/20. There you go. All right, that will be my slope. So that means this line, when I plot these 2 points, this line is going down the hill. So we're supposed to go down 29, then go to the right 20 to go from this point, or excuse me, go from this point to this point. Okay, because -0.5 is more to the left than +2. That's how I know which point is on the left, which point is on the right. Okay. All right. So in this lecture video, we take a look at what a slope is. Okay. Slope is talking about the steepness of a line. We have positive slope, negative slope, and we learn how to read. Then we learn how to read the slope by going by saying negative slope means going down first, and then to the right so many. Positive slope means go up so many units, then run to the right so many units. We use the formula on how to find our slope, and I did show you how we can plot the 2 points given and visually figure out what the slope is by reading the graph. All right, that will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.